now?
Yeah, Ethan Frome.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was thinking Ethan Frome is, at its core, a story about a failed marriage. Mm-hmm. And I think what's really struck me about the book was Xena's subtle cruelties when they sort of fight and also sort of not fight, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how to explain it.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a story that has a lot of arguing and anger and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. But it's more resorbed. It's like it's inside.
More subtle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think that'd be a nice scene to adapt. We could have Ethan and Xena, and they could fight.
What's a good scene of them to be arguing about? A pickle dish?
Yeah, maybe pickle dish. I was thinking when
I'm gonna write that.
Xena. Yeah, I'll write that down too, actually.
Yeah. So.
I was thinking when Xena kicks Maggie out, maybe.
Okay.
Because that's one of the more, I guess, overt fights. Mm-hmm. So it allows us to sort of be a bit less subtle, but still sort of subtle.
Alright, that sounds good.
Good. So I'll be Ethan, and you'll be Xena.
What? Oh, I don't want to be Xena.
Well, I mean, one of us has to be Ethan, and one of us has to be Xena.
Oh, I understand that because there's two characters in this scene, the scenes that we're describing. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get into a dress at all. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, I'm sure your mother has dresses.
Well, I mean, I know your mother has dresses. I don't really want to go through my mother's closet to try on dresses because I just don't feel comfortable doing that. I mean, you can do that if you want.
I mean,
I know you're going to because you're going to be Xena in the skit.
Look, I can't fit into my mother's dresses.
That's not my fault.
I know
that's not my fault that you can't fit into your mother's dresses. So you are going to have to play Xena because I am not going to shoot this in a dress.
Okay, how about compromise? I mean, if you don't want to be Xena.
And I don't.
You don't, yeah. I suppose we could hire a prostitute.
We are not hiring a prostitute.
Well...
Are you seriously telling me that we cannot find anybody else that we know that's a female to play this part? We have to resort to finding a prostitute, which, by the way, I'm assuming that has nothing to do with the filming of this. You just want a prostitute on the set. Would I be right in saying that?
Well, look, I mean...
It's easier if you just admit it.
It's not necessary, I suppose. It's not...
So you're admitting it's not necessary?
Look, because you should be Xena.
I'm not going to be Xena. You just said we're going to compromise on the situation, so neither of us is going to be Xena.
Yeah, so neither of us is going to be Xena. We're going to hire a prostitute.
We're not hiring a prostitute. There's no reason to hire a prostitute.
Well, yes, there is, because you're not going to be Xena, so what else are we going to do?
I'll be trying my mother's dresses.
So next up is Omini?
Yeah. Truth be told, I was a little bit more nervous about adapting this one. There's something about the story that I find a little bit more hard to adapt than the other ones. It's not really something I can put into words. It's just something I feel.
No, I understand you. I do have an idea, though. I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we would sort of explore or offer our own take on the reveal of who Jonathan Wheelwright's father is.
Okay. I wasn't very happy, personally, with how they revealed who Jonathan's father was in the book. So, that can work. Mm-hmm. All right. I like it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to explore. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of emotions running through Jonathan at that moment. I mean, it is not every day you learn your father's a dog, so there's a lot we can do with it.
What did you just say?
Jonathan's father's a dog.
Sagamore?
Yes.
From the beginning of the book. Why?
Well, look, we do need to start evaluating the possibility that Jonathan Wheelwright is a half-man, half-dog hybrid.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to respond to that.
Look, Grayson, think about it. We don't know if he was ever attracted to human men or women, so maybe he was attracted to dogs. Now also think of this. Owen took Jonathan's mother took Jonathan's father. Parallels. Themes. So for Jane Eyre, I was thinking in spirit of Rochester's injuries at the end of the book, we would set Jane Eyre on fire.
I don't know how Misadventures would react to us setting the book on fire. I mean, I don't think the book was very good.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not what I meant. I meant the character Jane Eyre. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
How are we going to film that?
Well,
With like a doll? Do we set a doll on fire or something like that?
no, I was thinking you could play Jane Eyre. You can get your mother's dress and a wig, and you could take it on fire. I think that's...
Are we really back to the? I'm not getting in a dress and a wig. I'm not doing that. What is your obsession with making me the woman in these skits?
Well, you're expendable.
I'm not expendable.
Yes, I'm the one offering brilliant ideas here, and
Your ideas are terrible.
you're stifling my creative process. You're being a square. But you know what? If that's what you want, you can hire an innocent prostitute.
We're not hiring an innocent prostitute.
So I was thinking for Cuckoo's Nest, we could, actually, do you have any ideas, Grayson?
I actually did this time. I was thinking that we could have something with the chief escaping from the mental ward and then having an add-on where he's brought back, showing that he actually is dependent on Nurse Ratched after all.
Well, that idea is not awful. In fact, I'd almost be willing to call it sort of close to serviceable. And I think I'd make a good chief, so...
You're not Native American.
Yes, I am.
You are the whitest person I've
I am from
ever
a
met in
proud
my life.
and noble people.
What tribe are you from?
The local tribe.
The local tribe?
The local Yorktown tribe.
You're not going to be the chief, Jesse.
I have the build for it.
That's actually true.
Yeah, it is true. So, who's going to be the chief?
Jesse.
And who's going to be the most ratchet? Here's your tap. So for Hamlet, I had my own brilliant idea, which is that we explore the sexual tension between Hamlet and his mother.
Okay. Yeah, getting in on the Oedipus complex. I like
Yeah,
that.
you know, the whole sleeping with his mother and killing his father and being jealous of Claudius for doing that, you know.
You know, the little, Freud suggested thing he was a bit of a crackpot, so whatever he says he can't take completely seriously.
Yeah, but Miss Tops will love it.
Yeah, she'll eat it up.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I actually wrote it.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I wrote a, so it's right after the play within the play. You remember that part?
Yeah, I do. Okay.
And so he's just confronted Claudius, and now he's going to confront his mom, and he walks in. And I try to make the language here as authentic as possible. So I want it to fit in with the Shakespearean language of the play. So if you want to read it.
Yo, bitch. What up, boy? You slept with my daddy's killer. Let's throw down. Is this a work in progress?
There's some spelling errors, so.
Yeah. Okay. Is this it?
No. Afterwards, they both start to take off their clothes.
You're suggesting we film incest porn?
Well, yeah. So do you have any good ideas for Moby Dick, Grayson?
Well, I could, maybe Ishmael is alone in the middle of the ocean by himself, stranded, and it could show the frail nature of the human spirit in a time of need.
You need to stop Moby Dicking around with your bad ideas, Grayson. What we need to do with Moby Richard is have a sex scene between Creecraig and Ishmael. Where you going? Where you going? Hey! Grayson? Grayson? You forgot your hat!
Old John Robertson, he wore a Stetson hat. People everywhere would laugh behind his back. No one cared.